You know, based on the Green New Deal, remember they started at 12 years. You only have about 7 years left. I don't think anybody's too worried, right? You could worry about nuclear warming, but you can't worry about the global warming. The global warming, they said the other day, I heard somebody, that the oceans are going to rise 1/8 of an inch over the next 300 years. We have bigger problems than that. We'll have a little bit more beachfront property. That's not the worst thing in the world.
How can they possibly laugh at this? It is a clear-cut example of stupidity.
Donald Trump recently told rally-goers in Pennsylvania that one upside of rising sea levels is that you'll have more beachfront property, right? Woohoo! Experts say that rising seas will in fact reduce the length of coastlines and the area of dry land in general. So even when he's trying to make, and it's not a joke, he's trying to show why it's wonderful that we have this climate problem and what it can do for us as a people. He's wrong. I don't think he's ever met a fact that he liked unless he made it up. Okay? That's where I'm at.
Fair point from legendary comedian Louis Black.
It's unclear how much more gigawatts of energy we could build with $100 billion, maybe 10, maybe whatever the number is. It's definitely more than what we're going to be creating with all of these pass-through programs. And that's assuming that solar energy actually worked all the time. Of course it doesn't, because at night it just doesn't work.
This is factually wrong. What I think about often, though, is does he really think this? Or does he know his base is that gullible to believe it?
What are they teaching science down there? Have they ever taught science down there? I live down there. Wow. What does it take? I mean, what assurances did they? You bring somebody. How do you explain to these people? I mean, I kind of understand. I've talked about this before. How someone can really believe that not believe in what's happening with the climate, or worried that they're not worried about it because the Earth will only last 10,000 years, and therefore we're coming to the end anyway, and so there's nothing to worry about. But to be that ignorant, and it's the only word that can be used, is ignorant.
I share the frustrations, Louis. I really, really do.
This morning, an admission from RFK Jr. that solves a decade-old mystery.
And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? And I was worried because my prints were all over that bike.
Kennedy posting a video in which he tells Roseanne Barr that he was responsible for a dead bear cub that turned up in Central Park in 2014.
I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. We thought it would be amusing for whoever found it.
The incident grabbing headlines at the time, leaving officials scratching their heads.
I was going to skin the bear, and it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear.
One word to describe this guy: weird.
We have reached epic insanity in this country. There's no need for comedians. I mean, people can yell about this all they want, but this is ludicrous. And he's running to be the president of the United States. I do not believe anymore that he is Robert Kennedy's son. Can't possibly be. All right? Or there's a genetic flaw somewhere that is just, tragic. Tragic. And I forgot to share this. It was the fact that the Robert Kennedy bear incident, which occurred 10 years ago, not when he was young, 10 years ago this occurred. And it was revealed as he was talking to Roseanne Barr. Need I say more?
No, you do not.
Florida's controversial legislation, dubbed by critics as the Don't Say Gay bill and gaining national attention, has been sent to Governor Ron DeSantis to sign, the governor already signaling he supports it.
Later, he would sign it into law. The most recent news?
You should know that in Florida this week, the state tourism website quietly removed its pages with resources dedicated to LGBTQ travel. Because I guess LGBTQers are not showing up there. So they said, oh, let's take this out since we've decided we're not interested in them as a group, and we don't believe really that people should have the choice to live their life the way they want. What? How? You know, oh no, we don't want those tourists. Really? That's what you exist on down there, okay? That is a chunk of it, all right? So get the information out to people. And if you haven't the courage to do it, give up your statehood. But seriously, quietly removed it. How do you can't quietly remove it, you removed it. So it's not quiet, it's removed, it's gone.
Is this. The hits just keep on coming for Florida. Black, meanwhile, has had a history of calling this stuff out for decades.
If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Hard to believe this dude was president and that Republicans keep putting up trash can after trash can, but here we are.
President Bush, in the middle of the war, gave a State of the Union address. Did anybody see it? No. In the middle of his speech, he said, and this is true, he said, if I had a hammer, he said, if you have a hammer, find a nail. This came out of nothing he said before, and nothing followed it. So I went and I grabbed a hammer, and I found a nail, and I walked around my apartment for 2 days awaiting further instruction. Where do you think he wants me to put his picture?
As we said, dude has years in the game.
You have stupid leadership.
There is no more difficult crowd to face in the entire country. I go on the road 5 nights a week, okay? No rumors like this. Nothing. I'm sitting with distinguished Democrats, distinguished Republicans, a group of people who can't even agree on what the facts are anymore. And I'm supposed to find out what makes you laugh?
Black ripped the establishment to their faces. I respect it.
I mean, I think Ross Perot really, he ushered in a new era of American politics, an era of American politics that we're living in now, and that ultimately produced a generation on Donald Trump.
Speaking of,
We're going to have to vote again and for the president, and I'm real happy about that. Because I haven't recovered from voting in 1992. When I walked into a voting booth and I saw the words Bill Clinton, George Bush, and H. Ross Perot, and I said, well, where's the lever that says kill me now? I would have felt better in 1992 if instead of voting, I was actually just found masturbating in public.
Black had material on him as well. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.